Hi, my name is Paul Copeland. I'm a director at William Buck in Brisbane and I work in the business advisory section. As many of you would know out there, the government is currently legislating a lot of stimulus packages to assist small businesses. The most recent one that was announced was on the 7th of April, which regarded commercial rents and assistance that has been provided for tenants in commercial properties. This is a code set out with guidelines and it's based on good faith. It's not legislated at the moment, but we expected this to come in on a state-by-state basis over the coming days. The code will apply from when the current JobKeeper payments are expected to start and apply until the 27th of September. Essentially what they're looking to do is for businesses that have been impacted by the current situation and they've had a downturn of more than 30% and therefore they qualify for the JobKeeper payment, they are able to go to their landlords and be looking to get a reduction of their rental in the same proportion of which their turnover has reduced. If you have seen your income drop, you are able to go to your landlord and seek a reduction of your rent in the same proportion as to which your income has dropped. So for example, if your income has dropped by 30%, you are able to go to your landlord and request a 30% reduction of your rental payments to them. So for example, we've got Bob, who is a tenant and he's currently paying $10,000 a month in rental plus GST, and Bob's income has gone down by $30,000. Under the proposal that has been put forward, Bob is able to seek a 30% reduction in his rent from his landlord. This will apply from the same time as he is able to access the JobKeeper payment. What this will also be is that Bob's rent would then drop by 30% or $3,000 a month. The current proposal would see that 50% of that reduction is a total forgiveness of the amount of rent payable. So $1,500 of the rental that's been reduced will not have to be repaid. The balance will be repaid either over a 2-year period or the term of the lease, so that the landlord will still be able to recoup half of the reduction from Bob, but over a period of time. This is a great incentive that's currently being available to tenants on very difficult times for small business. If you need more information about this, the information is still coming. Contact your William Buck advisors and we'll be able to assist you. The code will apply where your commercial tenant satisfies the following criteria. They are small to medium businesses with turnover of less than $50 million and the landlord or the tenant are eligible for the Commonwealth Government's JobKeeper initiative. Some key features of this program include that the landlords are to offer to reduce the rent in proportion to the reduction of income from the tenant. Landlords must not terminate their tenant's lease during this period of time. The landlord cannot also draw on the tenant's security deposits during this period of time as well to help support the rent. The tenant must honour their lease commitments. They must keep continuing to pay the rent at the agreed amount. If there's any reduction that the landlord receives in rates or outgoings or any other utilities, the landlord must pass this on to their commercial tenants as well. And the payment for the rent deferrals which come through, which I'll talk about shortly, need to be spread over a period of time which the parties agree to. When you're looking at rental reductions, there's both sides that William Buck and your advisors need to consider. You're going to have the tenant, but you're also going to have the landlord. And then for a lot of our small property owners, small commercial property owners, having a tenant unable to pay the rent is also equally difficult for them. What we're doing with a lot of our clients in these cases is bringing them together to work out ways that will be supportive for both parties during this particular time. Being able to work together to resolve the situation as opposed to taking a combative approach is going to be, we feel, the most proactive way and the most positive way to get the best outcome for both parties. As with a lot of the stimulus, this is aimed at supporting small business during these really troubling times. If you need more information, contact your William Buck advisors and we're here to help any small business and however we can.